Yeah, I'm live. Great. Design thinking. Welcome to day 38 of my 90-day challenge. And today we'll be talking more on our design thinking. What is the design thinking and why do we need that in a business? And what are the various stages that's there in design thinking and in various industries this can be applied for. So if you want to define design thinking, it's totally on you see when you reach out to Google or OpenAI, ChatGPT, it will give you a definition like this. Design thinking is a human-centric, innovative approach, but it's an iterative, but it's a non-linear process which focuses on collaboration between the designers and the users for solving a customer-centric problem user needs. So this is what the definition for design thinking is. So it brings innovative solutions to life based on the real users, based on how real users think, feel, and behave. So this is what the definition for a design thinking is. So to very much simplify this, how do we to put it in a simple manner? So we can say design thinking is a process of solving customers' problem innovatively, iteratively, and creatively by preparing mind blowing solutions or prototypes for them, right? So we get a complex problem from the end user. So we have a problem that is there in the market, and we identify that by doing market research or by speaking with end users, by asking challenging questions and discussing with them. All those things, we get the information. So we get a problem, so we know what the problem is, and we try to break it into multiple chunks of or small pieces, so that we can break it into small pieces, and then we try to analyze what is the best for that particular problem, and we try to come up with a prototype for that. So for that particular problem, so once we have the prototype, we test it. Once while testing, we iterate it, and then we get the feedbacks from users, and then we improvise the prototype further till we get a final solution or a final prototype which is satisfied for us and as well for the end users. So that is where the same thinking process entirely is. So the definition might be a bit kind of uh, too too much techy, not but if you don't get it, but this is what the simplified version is. So you just have to come up with a innovative, creative idea for a problem, creative solution for a problem. So that's what the design thinking is. So how do you come up with this, and why is this needed for any business? So this is what we'll be discussing further on this. So why do we need this design? Why does all the business need to do this design thinking first of all? So if we don't do, what will happen? Like, what happens is, if we don't do any design thinking and we just give some random, many businesses can't just go and give a random solution to anybody. It's not going to be helpful for any. So design thinking is really needed for any businesses, because we are going to use this to improve the user centric solutions. We are going to provide user centric solutions with this design thinking, and with this we'll be able to be very much helpful for the end users. And by doing this, we have this cross functional team collaboration happening between various teams, because the designers will be product manager designers, and will be coordinating with any other teams outside, sales, marketing, support, or end users, or the stakeholders, anybody. So that's a cross function happens with the design thing during this process, and this acts as the risk of failures. So any problem that is arising, any queries or any challenges that's arising, or any bottlenecks that's there, it will come up right up front in the starting itself. Because when you do this design thing, and you iterate the process very every now and then based on the feedback that you receive, any risk that is there in the phase, it will all get resolved. We will be able to mitigate the risk that is there in the development. So that's why we need this as well. And this will give us a competitive advantage over by providing very good users. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So it had, as I mentioned, it is going to give us a advantage over the with the with an innovative thing that we're going to give it to the end users and for the customers. So based on the users' needs and the demand that is there in the market for that particular product or solution, right? So this is why there is a recent thing very much for any businesses. So we'll be able to give out what is expected out of us for the end users to solve their pain points, right? So now let's talk about what are the various stages that's there. In that sense, I'll just quickly share my screenshot for a short time. 1 minute. So we have the various five. There are 5 different stages that is there in the design thinking process. So hope you see my screen. Okay, my video is on and off. Please ignore if at all it's going off the track, because maybe poor intention is there. It's not streaming properly. Sorry about that. So here is about design think 5 in the design thinking. So first one is about empathize. Second is define. Third is ideate. Fourth is prototype, and fifth is testing. Right. So when you talk about empathize, so we need to empathize as a designers and the product managers, empathize with the users and the customers, and understand their problems and identify their problems and identify their pain points, putting ourselves in their shoes. So that this sequence, this activity of putting ourselves in their shoes and understanding, trying to understand their problem to the core. Okay, so when we do this, so that's a trust built between the end users and the us. So this trust among each other will always help the users, and it also helps in getting a better feedback and testing phase in the later stages, right? So the core choose innovatively. So what is the core share for this particular set of users? Yes, we will be able to identify it when you empathy users. So when you, you just listen and gather some information, you may not get the exact pain point on the core pain point that you do come up with a identify the exact problem and then come up with a solution for that. So that is for the empathizing stage is about defining. So once you finish off your once you finish off the empathizing stage, so next is about you need to define the problem accurately, like what is the exact problem I'm going to solve for the set of customers. So this will come only when you have a proper thing done with the end users to define. So define the problem statements exactly, like what is the company is going to work on, what is the product. This actually gives you the vision for the product. So this is what the problem is, and this is what the solution is going to be, and this is how we are going to. This is the problem I'm going to solve for this customers. So that's what we're defining here. Make it clear sense. So next is about idea. So with various ideas to solve the problem. So you for one solution, there need not be only one solution for a particular problem. There could be many solutions, so that you might not think if you're doing your own. Just go ahead with the team collaboration and start discussing with the team members, brainstorm with them, and understand what are the various inputs you get from the customer from the stakeholders during the discussions. Even stakeholders, uh, internal team discussions. So product management or sales and marketing, anybody. So who are can be there and all be the stakeholders for that particular problem. Just pull them all in, have a brainstorming session with them, and that will give you a better understanding or various number of solutions for the problem. So you'll be able to list out many solutions for that, so that way you collaborate with the team and get the necessary output from them. So that's where the ideation process comes in. So that is the third one. Fourth we have is prototyping. Have the list of solutions. So you need to make sure exact you're going to work on. That is the solution that is the solution for that problem. So you need to start the mock-ups and wireframes, and finally the prototype, where you have an interactive version of the solution by using the Figma UI tool or anything. So many is there, so you can use any UI tools and start creating type for the particular solution, various solutions that you have, and try to uh, get some life to the ideas which you discussed in the stage. So get the so this you'll be able to get the feedback from the end users. So that's why we need prototype. So once prototype, that is going to help us in the next. Fifth one is about testing our test. So you start using giving the prototype and showing it to the end users and getting them back and ask them to do it and try using it and how do they feel, is that solving their problem, all those things you can get the feedback from them, and then on the solution further based on the feedback that you receive for every iteration for multiple iterations as much as needed until you are satisfied with the with the solution, or else until the customers are satisfied with the solution we're giving. So you need to make sure that okay, this solution this prototype is going to okay, you have arrived at, say for example, 9th version or 10th version. Okay, when you go with the 10th version, the customers are very happy using that prototype, and you're also somehow convinced, okay, customers are happy, so then we are also happy with that. So then that will be the final you can get to the development phase directly from there. So that is where testing phase comes in. So once you do the testing, you get back and you do iteration multiple times as much as needed to stabilize the solution and the prototype, right? So that is for the testing phase. So these are the 5 different stages. I'm going to reiterate the 5 stages again here. So first is empathizing, second is define, third is ideate, fourth is prototype, and fifth is test, right? So this is about it. And so design thinking, when it comes to design thinking, this can be applied in various industries like technology, retail, finance, healthcare, education, automobile, public services, anything. So anywhere you go, whatever the problem is there in first place, before even taking up taking further action in development phase or something like that, this is going to help any businesses to identify or to arrive at a exact solution what they are going to work on, and that will make their development phase also easier and simpler, so that no complexities arises in the on the way during the development phase. So that is where you can apply design thinking in any industries, any verticals as such, based on the requirements and based on the problem and solution that you're going to work on, right? So hope you got interesting information on design thinking. And, that's it for today. So key in your notes and feedbacks and any other further inputs and comments in the comment section below. And see you again in the next video. Before that, if you use the Facebook link that's there in the comment section, and there is also the Calendly link that is there in the comment section, which you can use it to share one-to-one discussion for discussion for any product management related career. And finally, before signing off, so there is also a link for the ebook which talks about start your career in product management. So use it well. You can download that also. You can download the ebook from the link comment section as well. So hope you got interesting insights about design thinking. And if you want to talk about any other, if you want to know more on any product management topics that's bothering your mind, you can also put a comment section. I will also try to address those topics in the upcoming videos. See you again in the session. And until then, this is Bharat Kumar signing off. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. And don't forget about design thinking. Happy design thinking, or happy. Bye bye.